Welcome to the empty canvas of our new private training studio here in a beautiful location of Eaglescliffe. It's took 4 months to get this over the line and I'm super excited. I'm going to try not to swear throughout this video with excitement and passion. I'm going to cover why I've made this bold decision to literally risk my remaining savings in creating this new fitness studio for Eaglescliffe, and also going to share with you the plans, the vision that I've had with this place for probably 6 months now, because I've had it at the corner of my eye as I've been looking for facilities. But this setup, touch wood, is going to work amazingly well. Okay, so let's start with why I've made this bold decision. So if you haven't followed my career and you're new to who I am and what I do, 2024 marks 10 years since I've been a self-employed fitness professional. Long story short, after getting my shiny exercise science degree, I was very much unemployable and I've had to create my own path in life, and I went on to create a very successful business in my hometown called CrossFit, which lasted 7.5 years. And then when lockdown struck, rather than just sitting down and twiddling my thumbs, which we all did at the start, was fantastic. It was like a little mini holiday. I was like, right, I'm going to seize this opportunity to extend my learning, my knowledge, so I can help my gym members on a deeper level versus just offering surface level nutrition advice and kicking their ass in the gym, you know. So I went on to invest a considerable amount of money in a mindset and behavior change coaching mentorship, and it was just light bulb moment after light bulb moment. I was like, wow, this is so powerful. This is where I want to take the trajectory of my career next. So after months and months of debate, I eventually made the heartbreaking decision to move on from CrossFit and take everything online to be a full-time online coach. Now, what I want to be honest and upfront with, I sort of felt that the grass would be greener, more freedom. I've spent like 7.5 years on a gym floor, you know, coaching people, training people. But you could say it's a double-edged sword because the main reason that I'm coming back and making a U-turn to opening a fitness studio again is because it's been so lonely, which is a very sad thing to say, an isolating path. I've went from having an amazing community of people, like a second family, supporting each other on a day-to-day basis, didn't even feel like going to work, to then just being me, my laptop, all day long with my 2 dogs staring at me at the corner of my eye. Please take me for a walk. Realised how much I miss that community side and that human connection, which might sound nuts from the outside looking in, but when you've been online for 3 years, just you and a laptop, you just miss the simple things in life. So that's the biggest driver for me, taking this bold risk. And because of my experience, past success with the CrossFit, I've got the confidence and courage that I can make a very successful studio here despite nobody knowing who I am around here and having no local authority in Eaglescliffe yet. So in terms of why I've picked this location, Eaglescliffe is a beautiful area, and the notorious Yom High Street is not too far from here. This woman's going to run me over. And in terms of this commercial estate, it's private, it's brand new, and when I seen this on Rightmove, I was like, yeah, this is a bit of me. I've got to investigate. And yeah, it's just surrounded by beautiful villages. So I think it's a good spot to open a fitness studio. And as I record this, I don't believe there's that much competition or anyone really specialising in what I'm going to do. So obviously we've got the downstairs loo, which is not exciting, right? I've already been in here, but basically I'm going to tell you what the vision is for this. So we are going to be specialists in small group personal training. So that's small groups of 6 clients to 1 coach, and we're going to have a 2-pod system. Pod 1 is going to be downstairs, and then we're going to have pod 2, which is upstairs. Private studio, there's no one else walking in, looking at you, taking videos of you, taking the mick out of you if you do an incorrect form, etc. Private, safe environments. I'm going to hand pick people to come in here who are going to be supportive and like a second family, because that's the key to a solid community. And you've got that one-to-one connection with a coach despite being in a small group. So 6-to-1 ratio is a sweet spot for not just the one-to-one attention, but also having that community spirit in a session as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the screen here my plans that I've been working on Canva, because that's how this brain works. I need to get stuff out of here onto paper or a laptop in this example. So if you can see on the video right now on the screen, my initial plan is to put a really nice first impression here with glass doors and windows, which a few of the units have got in here, and it looks top drawer. It is very costly, so I'm not entirely sure if I will proceed with that, but you'll find out as the vlogs go on. It's very costly, and I could invest in something else to make this a better facility, you know, or a coach to help out. But on the screen, if you can see, this is going to be a small reception area, so I can host consultations. Very much more convenient than taking people to the back end of the facility. Just have it there, nice and cozy. And then we have pod 1 itself. So along this back wall, we're going to have a range of the fundamentals that I believe a premium fitness studio needs to get the best results possible for clients. So we've got the fundamentals such as squat racks. We're going to have a multi-function machine that ticks all the boxes. Barbells, kettlebells, dumbbells, you name it. And a nice long stretch here for the sled push and pull in the middle there. As I've been dipping my toe in high rocks this year, definitely got the bug for it. It ticks 2 boxes, strength and fitness conditioning. It's so enjoyable and it gets really good results at the same time. Decorated all nicely with my branding, which is going to be black walls. Black walls and white is the logo for Unity Transformations, and that's as simple as it gets for pod 1. So just to repeat, 1 coach for a group of 6 downstairs, private environment, and then we're going to go upstairs and show you pod 2. As we walk up the stairs, and if we can see this on the screen there, but we've got a lot of like dust and mud of people doing all the viewings for this place, so I'm going to have to get that cleaned ASAP. But as we come up the steps, which is quite a few, so it'll help you get your steps in, this is pod 2. So this room it's slightly smaller, so it's going to be a bit more compact. And basically how the system's going to work is we're going to literally duplicate what we've got going on downstairs and have the same setup upstairs. A bit more squeezed in, but I think it's going to work. As I'll put on the screen what that sort of looks like. I haven't had my measuring tape out to make it precise, but I think it will work. Now, my initial doubts for signing the lease for this place was, will the system work upstairs? Can people jump around, run around in here, lift weights? And the estate director gave me the green light, said that would be no issue whatsoever. This can hold a ton of weight, he actually said. So yeah, now the difference being up here is, if you just follow me, at the back here, we have our little tiny kitchen. Does the job, right? But what we're going to do here is we're going to section this off with some stud walls, and this is going to be the staff's private kitchen. Obviously we can eat, have our weekly meetings, talk about our clients, who's doing well, who needs extra help, etc, etc. And then we're going to have a chill out area just in the corner there as well. And then in terms of the setup up here, literally, as I just said, we're going to try and duplicate what we've got going on downstairs. Equipment along the back, we're going to have the sled track here and same setup. And yeah, that is literally how simple this 2-pod system is going to be. I just want to quickly mention what's going to really separate Unity Transformation Studio than anything else in the area. And that's the past 3 years of being an online coach. I'm going to take all of those skills and learnings and have it as an addition to the service of the small group personal training, which hand in hand is going to be a very, very premium service, and it's going to change a lot of lives. Because I'm a firm believer that results, if I'm being truthful, it's about 20% in terms of your training, 80% outside of the gym is where people need help and support with their mindset, with their, of course, eating habits. Some have bad drinking habits behind closed doors, time management, stress management, all of these things. To get the best results, people need a more holistic approach, not a one-size-fits-all. And that's exactly what I'm going to be offering in this studio. Not everybody's going to need that. Some people might just need the training element of that and the community spirit. But if people need that extra support for behind closed doors, I'm going to take care of that for them as well. So that's what's going to separate us. And I don't know if many other people are going to be able to specialise that, because this is 10 years of my career in the making. And this will be their second home where they feel safe, they feel understood, and they've got an amazing community around them, pushing them towards their goals and the best version of themselves. By the way, I've got a 3-month timeline to execute this plan, And as I record this, I'm currently a one-man band, so I need to get a team with me to make this possible, because the biggest mistake I made with CrossFit was being a stubborn bugger and trying to do everything on my own, which led to complete burnout. And that was one of the reasons why I moved on from that business. Every single week, I'm going to document this journey on YouTube. So if you're new to the channel and this is somewhat of interest to you, hit the subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Take care, have a great day, and I'll see you in episode 2.